Hi, welcome to the Industry Astrology Full Moon Forecast for July of 2025. The moon is waxing, the energy increasing. How are you feeling? The moon is waxing, getting bigger and brighter, and on July 10th at 1:36 p.m. Pacific time, the moon will oppose the sun and then begin to wane again. Feeling energized, excited. Maybe it's hard to sleep or hard to settle down. I'm still here in India, overlooking the ocean. I'm very happy to be still in India on this sacred full moon of the Guru. Guru Purnima is a very special full moon to honor your teachers, your guides, your coaches, your guru. This full moon holds this very special energy. It holds the energy of wisdom, sacred wisdom, dharma within it. And it is a time to give gifts, offerings, to remember and thank the people who have guided us, protected us, nourished us, whether it be family members or teachers, gurus. Guru literally means dispeller of darkness, darkness to light. And so anyone or anything that has brought you light in the darkness, has guided you through times of uncertainty or just brought you closer to your true path, and also to connect in with your inner guru, your inner compass of truth as well. And remember that. Whatever brings in a sense of light. This full moon is falling in the nakshatra of Purva Ashada nakshatra, which is the invincible star. It's a star that is falling on this side anyway in Sagittarius, this expansive energy of Sagittarius, which is ruled by Jupiter, Guru. And on this full moon, Jupiter is actually aspecting, making a direct drishti into it, into Sagittarius. So there's a real expansive energy with this Guru Purnima. Purva Ashada is Lord Ganesha's star, the remover of obstacles, the elephant-headed god. It's also connected to Apas, the element of water, to purify, to bring nourishment. And like a teacher, a good teacher, who can eliminate the negativities and bring in the nourishment of true wisdom, this full moon embodies the potential to connect in with that energy of true understanding and clarity. So it's an excellent moment to launch a project or make a decision. So this is a great moment to announce my project that I've been making, a musical project. As some of you may or may not know, I play sitar. More than 25 years now I've been playing sitar. And I am recording an album with Alone Not Alone, musical group here in India. We're creating ambient music for meditation. So check it out, sitar tracks. So far it's just samples. We're making samples available before we get the final mastering done of our album. Check it out on Instagram. I'm just going to post one now. While this full moon is quite auspicious, and it is a window of opportunity for sure, it is heralding some more complex astrology that is soon to follow. Just 2 days after the full moon, Saturn is going to station retrograde. And this Saturn has been aligned with the outer planet Neptune in watery Pisces, really affecting the water element and also making the edge of truth and reality harder to discern. It's interesting how AI has been growing so quickly as these two have come together in Pisces. And also the water element is more dangerous. Most recently the flash flooding in Texas, just terrible catastrophe there that happened just as the moon was opposing Saturn and Neptune in Pisces. If you want to learn more about how to work with this energy, also remedies for Saturn in Pisces that are good for the next couple years, he's going to be there until 2027, check out my Saturn in Pisces horoscope class. If you haven't already, you can still get the recording on my Teachable platform. I'll leave a link below for that. A week following this full moon, we have Mercury also going retrograde. Yay. Mercury retrograde is a 3-week process that isn't that uncommon. You know, it happens 3 times a year. This Mercury retrograde will begin on July 17th and go until August 11th. And, you know, Mercury retrograde brings along with it all sorts of delays in travel, trouble with communication, and especially technology. And Mercury will be traveling backwards through Cancer, the watery element of Cancer, another affliction to the water element, especially peaking later on this month. So it's best to avoid travel by water. One of the most challenging aspects of the month is actually still this Mars K2 conjunction that continues. I know I've been talking about it for a couple months now, but it's peaking on July 20th. The exact conjunction of Mars and K2 will be on July 20th, which is going to begin the breakdown of the Kala Sarpa Kalamrit yoga that we've been under. This conjunction of Mars and K2 is not an easy one. It can cause a lot of volatility, war, and different types of surprising situations. It was happening during the 9/11 attacks back in 2001. So it's a time for praying for peace. It's a time for, especially on this full moon, connecting in with your higher light, your inner compass, with a sense of gratitude. It's traditional here in India to offer flowers, fruits, garlands to your teachers on this day. Literally, the teachers in our world are just so important, and they are the foundation of our world. So let's just see what the tarot cards have to say about this upcoming full moon in Purva Ashada. Okay, so the first card that came through is the sun. The light and the darkness, there it is. The brilliant light of the sun that always rises, a symbol of Dharma. And the chariot, very auspicious to have the sun and the chariot together. Very nourishing energy. The chariot is connected to Cancer, which is where that Mercury retrograde is happening, but it's also the energy where Jupiter is exalted. Jupiter is the guru. And it always reminds me of, the chariot reminds me of Arjun and Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita, how Lord Krishna was commanding his chariot, and Lord Krishna was Arjun's guru in that moment where he dictated the Bhagavad Gita and all of the most important teachings of the Sanatana Dharma. It was Lord Krishna who drove the chariot. It is something far greater than our understanding that drives the light of goodness and justice and truth, the laws of karma, the path of Dharma. It takes us forward, overcoming obstacles like Lord Ganesh, moving through the work we must do, and becoming victorious through it, through our learning, through our evolution. And the final card, the Eight of Swords here, Jupiter and Gemini, actually, according to this deck. And Jupiter is in sidereal Gemini, as I was saying earlier, looking directly at the Sagittarius full moon. One thing about Jupiter and Gemini, it's not the easiest placement, because at the moment Jupiter is pretty combust. And so there's something around having to get out of your own way with all of this. Maybe there are some limitations that have been holding you back. A lot of the fears and doubts, they're just ghosts, they're just illusions that haunt us and keep us down, keep us delayed, keep us trapped in the past. The truth is everything's ever expanding and growing more and more. And when you let go is when a new opening occurs. So it's that place of letting go and trusting and stepping away from the control, perhaps, that interferes with the grace. Take a look. There is something infinite, brilliant, and forever within you. Trust in your inner guiding light, your inner compass. There, underneath the doubts and negativity, shines the true creative power of this world, of life itself. Get out of your own way, step around your fears, and trust the path before you. Thank you for coming to the Industry Astrology Full Moon Forecast. I do offer Vedic astrology readings and tarot readings on Zoom. Check out my calendar. I'm opening up a bunch of new days this month, so grab them while they're there. Be sure to get on my newsletter if you haven't already. Subscribe to this YouTube channel, and I will see you soon.